this teleporter rotation, as crashies, as you mentioned, finds a lot of value with the Aldrin. He'll also gain himself an ultimate orb, but XSET will rotate back to Twyfo, who's in a long-range 1v1, just holds the trigger, finds the kill. Dark cover will try to keep him safe, and how about one better? BCJ walks on forward, finds the kill. Finesse good for one trade, but it's going to be required to do more than that. A lot of damage on the entry, but will be pushed back outside of lamps. Aaron here. Dark cover, going to be the only barrier between both players. The spike gets planted. On the corner, Finesse will lock down another elimination. That's his second so far. Crashies try to retake lamps. Aaron there to try to challenge, has a little bit of help. This comes down to who peaks first and with what timing.
One enemy
BCJ only on 33 HP. Aaron has found Finesse, and Crashies will be taken down to essentially one bullet. 22 health for him to play with. The next set will force him to continue to make a play, which he tries to, but Pure from the backside of A-mid will find the final kill. Caboose is not giving away his position. Now as he's forced to, he will find one kill. But the hit for XSET has largely gotten onto the site. They want to try to isolate this final pick onto Caboose, and we did is also push forward far enough to find Crashies, leaving XSET in a 3v2. Maybe trying to contest this early, though, is Food on the Sage. Trying to come on in. We'll find elimination, and cleanly at that. So an opportunity starting to brew, but the secondary challenge runs right into two players. And now it's just down to Finesse for 1v2, and he's on the wrong side of the map. Well, or maybe not.
He's on the right side of the map now. 1 versus 2, Stinger and hand, full ammo as well. See somebody through the camera so they know. He rather knows exactly what this push is going to come from. Spike on the ground there. That's the Phantom on the floor as well. This 1v1 could mean everything. Cypher versus Cypher. 14 bullets in the chamber here. And on the other end is going to be Twyfo. I don't know how much. 20 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, he's lived up to his name, though. He finesses through the cyber cage and then streaks across, changing his angle once more. The timing of the peak is good. Finesse! You know, when they find themselves in disadvantageous positions, because, again, their defense, largely their best part. Pure, able to walk right on in through the dark cover into Caboose's lineup site, gets the kill, BCJ another. We're gonna get Crashies though. How much can he find off this Hunter's Fury? He finds one confirmed kill, plus a bit of damage, I believe. So it gives Envy a chance here for this 2v4, but XSET also have a Hunter's Fury of their own. Finesse will read information, there's a player in shower, but that's mutual. And as the spike will be planted, now just comes down to, again, what can Finesse do from this angle? Almost an opportunity for a first, has to back down, knowing there's a threat through showers. He's gonna get health as Crashies has made his way forward. The recon bolt is actually right stuck onto Aaron. Shock dart, well placed, but can't confirm the kill, and BCJ walks back. Now it's just down to Finesse. Running and gunning is gonna be Twyfo. Gets some damage, but can't confirm the kill. Hunter's Fury gonna come through, and that will be a nail in the coffin. XSET right back up by 1, 2-1.
So no team is willing to save.
Maybe we'll just get these half SMG light AR rounds all the way through this first half. Finesse finds first blood in Aaron. Owl drones will pass by one another. Pure, he gets the timing on Finesse trying to get away. Food though response, crashes up top. Beautiful shots from him, able to find another elimination. Now in favor of Envy to a 4v2. Mummay making it now a 4v1, just down to BCJ, who has snuck through into elbow, but he will not be able to conceal his position for too long. You see the slow orbs are already in place. Slow peak coming out is actually good enough for Crashies, believe it or not.
Trapwire triggered over towards Hookah as well. At this stage, you gotta know Envy need to make some rotations happen. They gotta go through the teleport in just a moment. Finesse is still kind of AFK for now. Crashies though, he's into play. He's got the spike on the floor and 2 kills. Yes, a gun will be dropped. Yes, probably the spike will be planted now. Unless Mummay can stop this. Mummay is in position. He can't quite see. No, he does!
Just on the interior was We Did. Not able to stay alive to the wallbang. Tracking dart has scouted out Aaron's position, and Finesse will make sure he confirms, and with that he also makes sure he picks back up the Vandal. So, tug of war, back and forth. Or are they? They're going to try to take the teleport, it looks like, for this hit, so it's only 10 seconds to play. XSET need to commit to getting the spike planted, and Crashies has done well to stay alive and throw out some deterrents, but it's Aaron for 3. Now the showstopper will come through immediately, and he will trade his life out, finding 4 kills in the round. Finesse for a 1v3 requirement, and he says not interested.
Point to have the same utility to be used on B now. From the shadows being confirmed all the way onto the site itself, and now they know Finesse is in Hookah.
He's put himself in a very awkward position, and XSET will just run through the cyber cage and just spam him down. Food, has he stayed concealed? Nope, not apparently. BCJ finds the second elimination. Crashies we've really kind of credited him for having great utility. It would have to be incredible here once again, and he actually does confirm a lot of damage. Mummay, who tries to force the showstopper into the equation, only sees that output really one number, so now it's just down to one. Crashies for 1v3. And another consideration here as far as, do we really go for it? Well, that first kill might make the decision a bit easier because he knows where the second is. Snap for the third. Crashies for 4 in the round. And Envy.
But that's going to be a painful round to lose as we walk to Mummay's line of sight there, and Thwyfo down with the spike confirmed.
Yeah, Finesse is there also to assist. Neural theft will be spent to just get a lay of the land, and it'll be information that XSET is stacked over towards the B-long well. It's just, the rounds like that are rounds that we were talking about largely in that first matchup versus LG, that one big clutch moment gives Envy a ton of room to work with. So will that be a deciding factor in this matchup? We'll have to keep a pin in that fact to see if that does come up as a maybe recollection point later.
So for what it's worth as well, XSET just once more struggling to string together rounds. They finally do win a round, and instantly they drop one back, which means, again, in terms of economy, getting their loss bonuses reset. BCJ's position being revealed should be simple for Crashies. It is. That's just going to be the final kill. The previous round now being picked up by Crashies once again, who, I got to remind you all, I was saying straight at the top of the day when we were watching Envy and their opening matchup versus Luminosity, Crashies was going to be a guy to watch out for, and right now he's really starting to pop off. 2 plays alive for XSET. They got to start thinking about saving. 20 seconds remaining. Spike is nowhere near either of the sites. They've backed out over towards spawn. Just got to keep the guns alive, which they can use if things go better for them.
So now it's going to be the conversation point, forced to be going over to XSET. How do you get back out of this, again, eco round that you're in the middle of at the moment? We've got Crashies holding tight by the octagon. He's going to have maybe a little bit of help here, as Finesse is actually going to get information first. The peak will be there. Thwyfo's good for 1. That could be a weapon. The slow orb will deny some space. Crashies tries to contest, but he falls. So now all of a sudden, XSET are double hitting through hookah and long at the same time, and they have found 4 clean, convincing kills. With the spy cam, he's going to find absolutely nothing. The reapproach coming through showers. Finesse now has located 1 player, but Pure holding close with We Did. They go 1 for 1. Down to a 2v2.
1 enemy remaining.
Pure, good for the first kill, takes the second challenge. Mummay has got the defuse to halfway. 1v1. Recon bolt comes through. BCJ's not close enough to challenge through the boxes. And Envy sneak away and defuse to go up 7-4. Paranoia's going to come through. Kaboose trying to stall at any hits that are going to be there. Hunter's Fury also being exchanged early, right on top of the slow, or BCJ does get tagged by that, but sends out some utility of his own. The spam shots from Kaboose are good, not only for 1, but a second, but Pure. Blade Storm responds. 3v3 situation, Showstopper still available, and that's going to be triggered out. Jumping over the top, the updraft was timed beautifully. Pure does get tagged, but he's still alive. Looking for a kill, but it will be exchanged. 2v2 situation, Weedon gets caught trying to go from the shadows, and as you called out, Finesse hits the flank, and he will find both the final kills. Envy switching to the offense, Pure coming right out the gate with some aggression. The rest of his teammates there to follow, and XSET will end the exchange in a favorable 2 for 1.
No time wasted here for either team. Straight away over towards A short, and it will continue as well. Leading in a pretty good position. Was being found out by Mummay. Now down to a 3 versus 2. Pretty tagged up with 2 extra plays as well. And BCJ for 3 kills now. Really going to be speeding up the charge for the Hunter's Fury a little bit later on. Finesse has an opportunity. Has to still find 2 more kills. Could be looking good over towards BCJ, surviving on like 1 HP.
Oh, but I was going to say, this comes down to he's got no idea where Thwyfo is. And
a frenzy in hand for, you know, players like, who is it? Thwyfo over here. That's going to be quite painful.
Exchange favorable for Envy on this post plant. Last members for XSET trying to stay alive. Here's done well to find, do a little bit more damage to the backside, but not able to make use of any eliminations as of yet. Again, the healing orb coming into play so clutch. Shock Dart trying to bounce in. Not going to find a terrible amount of damage, but then BCJ spam shots will confirm. Crashy still holding a corner, and XSET looking to retake this by likely going to have to hit through elbow here.
And there's going to be a wall there blocking them as well, so that information will be pretty clear soon. As soon as they go to elbow, and they can't even rush them. And look at the disconnect on Paranoia. They throw the Paranoia in, but they can't use it straight away. And I mean, yeah, Food's gonna go down. Crashies will be there to get the response in a 1v2. We've seen Crashies with these before. The lineup is there and the clutch is confirmed. And once again, Crashies with the 3 kills at the end. Himself back up, so it ends up being a pretty, I would say, low value Hunter's Fury. BCJ gets to kill the Caboose and we're into the 5v4.
Yeah, Caboose was stuck in the right corner over by the hookah archway. Finesse trying to deny the re-entry. Not going to be all that successful with it as XSET goes 3 for 2. Just down to Mummy, 1v3. Finds the first, but Aaron ready to spam the corner. We'll find the immediate trade, and then we'll do a little bit of juggling as far as who will defuse the spike. Wanted to make sure that Showstopper comes up sooner than the neural theft, which, to be fair, is only 1 tick away. So the spike will be left just outside the cave system. Pure will find one. This is an aggressive play for information, and Pure finds the second, no problem. So now the conversation of the resurrection won't even come to fold here, as it'll be a 3-for-1 exchange. Finesse gets caught by a trapwire for a second, giving Thwipe an opportunity for a free headshot, and now Mummy's by himself. 1v4, no reason not to go for it, and we'll confirm 1 headshot onto Abram, but that won't be enough to get a kill. And XSET are just having a really tough time getting through this utility. And time is ticking, and there are still, again, it's this full 5v5 still. Paranoia's gonna come out. Now the hit comes through, but it's Food and Crashies holding down the triggers. They find a couple eliminations. They ready to get out of dodge. 5v4, swipe over to the cyber cage, good for 1. Try to spam for another. Right click will be there. Neural theft will also come through, but it's Aaron staying with them as they find another elimination.
Someone hiding. Finesse is one in the same position before. The dark cover will help. He will confirm the plant now. And it comes down to how XSET and go for this retake. They have a recon available. Yeah, possibly Weeded still has a bit of util as well.
Yeah, he's tagged by the shock dart though on that plant, so he's down to 75 HP. Caboose jumping across. He only finds 1, needed to get a second. Back. A number of members are low. BCJ holding the corner. He's good for not just 1, but a second. They know the teleporters come down inside. Aaron finds the kill. Just down to Finesse. Stuck in a cyber cage. Nowhere to go. Flawless round to tie things at 11 for XSET. But no, not going to connect. Now the Showstopper coming through. Pure's only able to find 1 elimination with the Blade Storm. The Showstopper finding nothing, but Aaron on the flank able to come through. So now Envy is trapped in the site. Forced to win gunfights up close and personal. Caboose for 2. Now it's just down to him. He would have to get a 1v4, but will not sustain or survive. There should be... No, close. Not going to happen. He's done enough. But Caboose will still stick for a plant. No flank this time. XSET's retake gonna have to come from the front, and Thwifo's actually found another elimination. So now it's down to a 5v3, and overtime is looking like a very strong likelihood. Although Finesse has gotten out, is gonna play a clutch spot through mid. So XSET still need to clear. They do well to find 1. Crashy staying alive. Finesse needs to just keep his position concealed until the last second. And now he is the last player, but the kills will not be there, and we will head to overtime. Of course we would. It's XSET on bind after all.
On to round 1 of this OT. Crashies has been tagged by the tracking dot, but it's actually Thwipo who gets the kill into Food.
That's going to open up the hookah play. Now all of these members for Envy are actually stuck long, and XSET are 100% aware of it. Thwipo just comes around, gets 3, hits the neural theft because why not if you've earned it? And the last player of Finesse gets caught in a dark cover. Crashies response. 4v4 situation. Aaron with paint shells able to trade back. Back and forth we go. Food paranoid, able to stay alive. Inferior orb will be dealt with. BCJ peeks wide, finds the kill. Now Caboose trying to finesse. Does get taken care of an XSET. They clean things up. They take both overtime rounds. And that will be them up after the bind, which was not their pick. I don't believe, was it? Or was it?
Contact. Plenty of defenders, by the way, for XSET. Get to see everything. There it is. Everybody coming up ramp, and that's a lot of kills going both ways.
2 for 1. Thwipo keeping his life for as long as possible. BZJ goes 1 for 1, but Food has actually collected all 3 kills so far, and he's able to self-sustain off the healing orb. Aaron up top will be met. This is going to have a little bit of help here, but this is a 2v3 retake that's going to be really just down to who sees who first. And Food's position will kind of allow him to kind of go back and forth through this billiard.
XSET, they have a ult line coming up in 10 seconds. No flashes though. Crashies still has 2 flashes available and a heal, so that's going to be very important for MB. Obviously with the extra plays alive as well. Aaron goes down early. It's just going to be Thwipo. 2 HP, can't do it. Crashies for 2 kills, so between Crashies, P for Pure up. 42 just to work with. And for MB, a very good opportunity.
Information will be confirmed on where this hit's going to be coming from with the retake. Wall gets put up, but it's not going to make too much of a difference, will it? No, sure will not. Spike will be
Spike
allowed
planted.
to come down. 3v5 situation. Resurrection is available. Yeah, and there's going to be the call. BCJ on the reprisal, trying to hit the same angle. This time, Food has wisened up to it, finds the kill. Kaboose waiting for the timing to peek mid-map. He comes up the rope. Easy kill there. And then from behind, Abram was chasing his shadow and will get the exchange. Now 2v2. Mummay has pulled out the Blade Storm. Already made good on one kill with it. Spike tempted to be defused. Pure is going to try to watch over the top of him.
Remaining.
And as he
Last
does, Spifle
player
actually gets
standing.
off to go 1-for-1, but now it's down to the timing. Trailblazer comes out. That's information coming through. Pure has to try to stick this. And as he does, there just won't be enough time for him to take a secondary challenge, and crashies can clutch things up. Envy up 4-1. Envy, they sit there and they say,
rotate.
okay, no need for us to commit to B. They'll go on over to A, and as Weeded has left his Viper's pit, he will now be forced to contest this from the time ground, and the right click is good. He finds himself 2 kills. Able to get the reload off. Boots for 1. The next exchange. That's going to be good for Weeded. He's able to avoid the sniper rifle shot, but Mummay switches to the pistol.
Decent amount of tools. If they've retake this one, Rolling Thunder, Lockdown, this is all really big for them, especially the opening kills. Weeded, okay. He's been talking smack, and now he's starting to perform.
Yeah, sure is. How about 4 headshots, Avril?
The rest of X to get here in time. Crashies is just hanging out, by the way. Nice snake bite just to slow him down. I don't think they know that Crashies is actually there, though.
The slow orb is placed in a beautiful spot. We also have the Rolling Thunder coming out. Weeded still finds the connection onto 1 and a second! Could he find one more? Not the case. Spike gets defused. Aaron takes elimination off the operator threat.
Immediately, Weeded couldn't get a kill through the smoke. There's food. Should be a freebie. It is. Always love me some free food. Caboose to follow up and has to reload, so he won't get punished. Down to a 3v3.
But BCJ playing through the defensive screens, able to find 1. Operator's also made its way over to try to help the same angle. Mummay with the Blade Storm out. Spike down. Here comes the double shell through the elbow. Mummay has been able to avoid being located for now. But the player up top, the Spikes are going to be able to lock things down. Crashies only good for 1. Through vent, Weeded just resets to make sure his toxic cloud stays up. And then comes back through to challenge and finds 1 more. But now the Viper's pit will fade away. We have a 4v3 situation, and beyond that, Kaboose has been tagged up pretty heavy. So an advantage here for XSET. If they can read this rotation, Aaron good for 1, but not a second. So still an opportunity for Envy to get on in, but they're still stuck just outside the B site.
One enemy.
Aaron probably didn't need to re-swing that one, but it doesn't matter. Thwyful will get the cleanup. 5-7. That's going to be the half over.
Envy playing on polar opposite sides. But Kaboose, he's caught with his paranoia out. Thwyfel's good for 1, but he's able to pull the frenzy up to find a trade. Slow orb also in the mix. Food able to help out, but Pure is there for the exchange, keeping things 3v3. Food by himself, hoping for some help. It will not be here in time. And XSET will have a 3v2 with likely the opportunity to get this spike planted.
Actually, a huge read from Caboose to even have the paranoia out in time, considering they were faking towards A. I'm talking about exit here. Now they've actually got control over on B. The plant has come in 1 versus 2. Finesse has to do it all. A couple of low HP members. Oh my goodness, Weeded, who was a full HP, gets taken down, and now maybe it's possible. It is more than possible for Finesse.
Start making a play. No, this is one player in the corner, but Pure, he's trying to red dot chase, and while he does that, rather, he's gonna get a little bit of assistance from behind. Weeded essentially by themselves, good for a couple of kills. Not enough time for the plant to come through anymore. You got to play for the kills, and Aaron will recognize that they are not going to get there in time. And Envy, they take the force buy round against XSET, 9-5 up now.
But that they can't use it either because they have to wait for a post plant. Crashies sitting by with Caboose. Oh my goodness, this is about to happen. Everyone's on the other side, and the rifles will swing in. 2 kills per team. Toxic screen comes up. Finesse has to try and hold. Can't get the kill. There should be a plant from now.
Yeah, Pure gets all 3 in this battle. High ground will be repossessed, though, from Envy's POV.
Spike planted.
Food the first one up, and it looks like Mummy's going to wrap all the way around the back, trying to hit this from multiple angles. Not going to use the Viper's pit, obviously, as being fallen, but it's at a position now where Envy, it just comes down to the decision of how you're going to come right back into the pit. Just brilliant. They find 1. BCJ. Paranoia actually does connect. He's going to go right into the cloud burst, see if he can fade. It's all about the timing through the backside of it. Mummay finesses by getting on the outside, and Envy will be on 11.
Now as Finesse is covering that, Smoke is going to come through. Paranoia. Finesse has to get a lot of kills, gets 1. Now the swing from Food as well. That's a beautiful second kill. Brings XSET down to only 3 members. They have Rolling Thunder available. Doesn't even look like they can plant. Caboose is there for the cleanup. It's a little res for Envy if they need it.
Player standing.
Caboose is staying alive, so crucial. We will eventually take the challenge, but gets caught toggling between knife and primary, and Envy will be on map point. Trailblazer having a little bit of issue coming around. And that was all XSET wanted to do right there is hit the aggressive nature that we've kind of talked about before. It's a Blade Storm popped right through the Rolling Thunder, gets shut down. All of their ultimate presence to open a site have completely gone aside. Resurrection will be there for Caboose to come back to play. So it'll be a 5v3. Yeah, sure has, hasn't it?
I mean, they've still got a Viper's Pit, but where are you supposed to use this one? How are you supposed to use this one? You got 2 flashes left. Here we go. Weeder gets a kill. Food cleans it up. 1 alive now. Aaron on 3 to 12. Can he get 4? No.
Nope.
Defenders win.
Not gonna happen here. So we'll send things to a set on just a little bit. Just throw some spam shots out, and while they do, it's actually going to find first blood. Yeah. Pure able to find the second just as he starts to close the door into Food's face. So now it's going to be a 5v3 situation. XSET already on the side. They already have a player watching the back flank, but Aaron gets caught with a knife out. So there will be at least one exchange here. An opportunity for that flank to come through, but someone's going to have to find more success on one of these opposite angles. Pure's going to contest close. Finesse. Going to make point of contact. Not going to win the gunfight, though. So now it's just down to what happens from the front. XSET are triple stacked underneath. He'll take down Mummay, and now it's just down to Caboose for a 1v3. Difficult situation to be sure. Finds the first, pardon me, 1v4. There would be the 1v3 at the end, but we did with one with the triple kill. Pure, underneath. It's going to have some help. Time becoming a problem, without a question. Fudo finds a couple of kills, maybe an opportunity, but again, you just have to stall the defuse. Dwifo falls, it's just down to Leadon. He's being zoned. He's able to find 1 kill, but he's being body blocked. Protect the president. Is there enough time for the defuse? Yes, there is. Cover and Envy, are they playing for exit kills here? Sure feels that way. XSET are just gonna full storm their way out. Not enough time for a defuse. Finesse. Can he be able to respond to a couple? There's the first spam through the wall. No chance for him to find anything else, and Caboose will be the last one to survive it.
Well, that could be quite bloody. 1v1 potentially over towards Market as well. Crashies.
He gets the kill!
Trouble, but it's...
30 seconds
Mummay onto Aaron.
In the hot hands, will actually zone off any further push through, so the only player to walk away with a kill here for XSET is Dwifo. That's the backside of the defense. BCJ trying to work his way forward, has a tracking dart he needs to deal with. Dark covers will go out. Food has retreated back, and now you've got time as a problem. 12 seconds to go. Both members for XSET defensively are doing all right, but Mummay doesn't lock down the headshot. Had a really easy predictive angle, and Food also drops, and oh man, for a second you thought Envy were gonna do it. Now it just comes down to Caboose for what needs to be a 1v3, and as he walks forward, he gets double chowed through. From the shadows will be confirmed, and it's gonna be stuck. Weedon's gonna get top high ground control here. Envy is now stuck down low on the site itself. 2 kills for Weedon, and we're gonna get a response Hunter's Fury, but it's desperate. And it's unsuccessful, so XSET cleanly take once more in.
They're gonna save.
Envy have to save, exactly.
Being caught by a ton of util here. Well, there's the first start.
What an isolation that is for Envy. The dark cover, the paranoia, but it's not gonna make a difference. The re-attack comes through. XSET finds the next 4 kills cleanly. Plant. The defense is going to try to get the long flank from Food to try to make this play, but they're going to try to challenge through. Pure's able to find 1 kill. FNS, he's trying to lock things down by spamming through the walls, but it's going to be 2 for 2. Pure for 3 on the spike. It's being diffused. Halfway done. Mummay able to find the kill as soon as the cloud burn dissipates, and that'll be enough for the full kill. But there are 2 members for Envy that are actually here. Food being one of them. Timing is not going to be favorable here for XSET. Envy able to clean up 4 straight kills, and the 5th. Crashies getting 3 of them. Where the Hunter Fury is going to come from, he confirms a kill plus damage. This Aldro is going to find so much information, but Caboose needs to be tested here. He's good for 1, not a second. Still contested nearby defensively, though, but Aaron actually getting a little bit of a wall bang, but no one expects Crashies to also be there. The triple stack for Envy pays off. 3 for 4 exchange. Crashies. 7 straight kills for him.
3 has been opened up also, so yeah, Caboose got pushed away.
Trying to contest in. Crashies, good for 1, but eventually his streak does get shut down. Food and Caboose, though, pick up where he left off, and Envy with the fire.
2 opening shock darts are going to connect for a decent amount of damage. Remember, Envy have struggled with pistols on this map. Let's see if they can change the tune of that. For now, they are getting a decent amount of kills, but losing a lot as well. BCJ picks up a couple. Now Envy down to 2.
Crashies again. good utility coming through, but the problem is XSET have completely flipped around, so now it's just down to crashies. 37 HP remaining for this 1v3 situation. He would have to be clean here. Spycam will pick him out. Will immediately take the challenge, and that'll be XSET once again, winning pistols. Kaboose, Mummy, find the first 2 kills. It's a hell of an exchange. Pierre's able to find 1 and a second. He needs to respond to more, though, but he lines them up. 3 and 4. Last player right in front of him, but does he recognize it? It's going to be just down to 1. It's Finesse who's playing below him. And it looks like Finesse will actually try to challenge this. He's going to run into the better part of all 3 players. Will not allow the ace to come over. He'll find the final rotation back through the offensive spawn. Thwifo, tough timing right there. Caboose able to find the first kill.
Left.
Now it's going to be Envy trying to push forward. Again, the spike is still not a part of this hit as of yet. So defensively, XSET, if they can just hold their ground, they can still potentially contest. 1 for 1 we go. Aaron coming through the cyber cage, not going to find anything. And now the spike has made its way on, and it's just down to 1. VCJ V4, and he's only got a Bucky. So right this round off, Envy should be on 6.
Into an eco, and that's when Envy can really make a comeback.
Oh, BCJ holds down the trigger. Rewarded with 1. Running back is still going to be forced forward. BCJ is going to get a little bit of help from the corner. It's going to be weeded. Shock Dart also coming into play, but they still lose the Omen player. BCJ's last Shock Dart comes out. He can reposition, but he's on an island. He's paranoid, and here come the rest of Envy. Reload will not get off in time. Had to feel like an absolute calendar year between starting that reload and finishing it. So it's a 3v3 situation. Retake coming quickly. Aaron actually does connect to the head of Money, which makes us more plausible. Pure able to find the kill. Thwifo from behind, and Pure finds the final. Gonna come through. Caboose is gonna see some information up top, which is what Crashies is trying to use to confirm a kill with the Hunter's Fury. Not gonna be there, and Aaron responds to the 2 members of Envy try to push over the tree. Pure finds not just 1, but a second. Envy move forward. Pure is in a corner, but he's gonna have a little bit of help. It's Thwifo who's right next door. And they're just continuing to throw shoulders, and well, that's good for an exchange. Food, curveball. Will not find initially this.
A little bit deeper now. It looks like XSET are getting cold feet. I don't know that XSET are going to really try for this time. Is seriously starting to run out now.
Well, they're trying to still spam through this. Weeded's hoping someone's going to peek, but they're just not predicting correctly. And it looks like with the time fading away, they're just going to try to lock down a couple of exit kills and then likely just back out. Weeded might actually stick for this and try to really punish the economy of Envy, but he won't get anything extra. He does force both players still to fall. So
by the way, Aaron is hiding over towards logs, unspotted on 35 HP, roughly about a shot away. Oh, could see a player. Will find Finesse, but will should be cleaned up now. There it is. Food will take him down, and that's going to be a free sight. Caboose, or rather Weed, is going to be a little bit upset about the fact that he used his ultimate to go back to A and ends up being the wrong read here. Now full on 2v2. I don't think Food can heal, so that damage on... No, I lie. Food did heal, so he's on full as well.
Massive 2v2 right here, though, when it comes to the overall macro of the game. Envy, you win this one, your economy is saved, kind of. XSET, you win this one, you've got Envy in a corner, and you're on match point. So you're looking at this from Food in the corner. Crashies right next to him. Picture-in-picture will show Weeded, just waiting for information to come through. XSET playing this very slowly. Recon Bolt has been charged. Hunter's Fury still available, but you don't see a world where he brings it out here. They know where 1 player is. Food finds the kill on the opposite cross. Last player to jump on in was Thwifo, and Food finds 4. A big 2v2 that Envy take cleanly, and now we've got 8-11. Just spanning his staircase, knowing that they're going to funnel Envy over towards the outside alley. There goes the exchange. BCJ holding on the trigger, but Food, another beautiful headshot. Crashies immediately gets the spike planted afterwards, and now it's just down to the retake. 3v4 situation in favor of Envy's post plant. No information gathering tools at the moment for the side of XSET, and Envy walk away with 2 kills, just down to Weeded. 1v3 tagged up a bit through the boathouse. How do you break through this? The answer is you don't. Envy coming back into this one, just down 2.
Now Envy have made their way over towards A.
Pure has to have something huge here. He sneak underneath the trap bar, tries to, and is able to find FNS. Nice isolated kill there. Saw Food for a second. Meanwhile, off-screen, Crashies finds 1, and then the curveball play perfect for Food. Shuts down the threat of Pure. So now it's a 2v4 situation for XSET. And at this point, do you just play for exits and try to salvage weapons if at all possible? There is one that's outside the catwalk. Aaron's going to give this a go. Gets caught.
Why the paint shells?
I don't know. Doesn't even throw a shoulder first. So now BCJ has a Vandal to free Vandal, so he'll try to play with it. He finds 1 kill. Looking to see if he can trap his last couple of players underneath. Gonna stick for maybe half a defuse here. And as he does, Mummay will come through, find the kill, and Envy should be able to get out on time before the spike detonates. And yeah, that will. XSET's defense is gonna wait, it looks like, for Thwifo to get here.
Aldron's coming through as well, spotting a couple. Food actually fails to get the kill to Aaron, who was blinded. That is a major mess up coming through from the Envy side of things. Could have been a free kill. Thwifo, we were waiting for the rotation. It comes in, and it pays dividends. Still a 2v2 situation. Envy still around. 1v2 now. It's going to have to come down to Mummay. He's won these before. Doesn't have any cloud burst. Has to blaze him. Is going to just right-click. Okay, sends it straight through. Spamming onto the spike. Can't confirm the damage, and it will be weeded. It will be XSET heading over to match point.
Thwifo can't find the eliminations. Now all of a sudden, here comes the rest of Envy as they push forward. Good turn ball. Food finds one. Thwifo able to exchange his life. Not bad. But you would have loved to have gone kill for kill throughout all of that. So Mummay will get the plant off. Aaron, though, is close by to try to contest this with BCJ.
Crashies lurking.
The one thing, yeah, I was going to say, the one thing they're missing is crashes on the long flank. Showstopper comes out, Aaron finds another, but BCJ, as he deals with the flank, is tagged up heavily. It's just down to Mummay. 1v2 gets caught, Pure! Finds the kill, Hunter's Fury was there just in case. And that will be XSET taking this series. They eliminate Envy in 2-1 fashion here, 13-10.
Defenders win.